Hello, my name is Kate, and this is Castle Toolage, your home defense network. I want to talk a little bit about proportionality and pepper spray. Pepper spray, there's a lot of people out there with the perception that pepper spray is a non-deadly dose of force. And I want to caution people, especially men, from using pepper spray. And I say this often, and I can't be more true of it now. I am not a lawyer. I don't claim to be. Any information I give you here is for information only. Consult your legal attorney for very specific advice, especially on proportionality and use of force with pepper spray. Now, there was a court case in Connecticut in the summer of 2003 where, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing the defendant's name right, Ovichka. Anyway, this Ovichka got into a confrontation with their neighbor, who happened to be a Bridgeport police officer. I won't get into the confrontation because it's kind of irrelevant. What happened was that Ovichka sprayed the Bridgeport police officer, his neighbor, with pepper spray. And let's see if I can literally... his condition was transient conjunctivitis, which literally means inflammation of the eyes. Okay, the prosecutor, being, again, I don't know if there was a connection at it, the prosecutor charged Convectia with second-degree assault because he was claiming that the pepper spray was great bodily harm with the redness of the eyes. He was convicted, it was overturned, and then the Connecticut Supreme Court ultimately reported that that pepper spray in this instant was bodily harm, and he was convicted with an aggravated assault charge on this. And I want to make this perfectly clear that I think proportional-wise, as far as women goes, I think women are in a safer place to use pepper spray than men. Unless you are undersized average guy, and I don't even know what that is. Let's just say under 5'6", under 140 pounds. If you were going against a 6 foot, 190-pound guy, well, I think there is proportion. There could be an argument proportionality there, and pepper spray would be a good non-lethal force. The reason I also want to bring this up is because you are more likely to be in a non-aggravated assault than you are to be in an aggravated assault. Some of the crime statistics are that there are 3.5 times more conviction for being assaulted compared to being aggravatedly assaulted. And that's basically with a deadly weapon, projectile weapon of some sort. So you need to be wary of the fact that an altercation could start off with a non-deadly. Again, when we're dealing with proportionality, we have two levels. We have non-deadly and we have deadly. Okay, and then you have to look at it this way. It can your altercation could start off in a non-deadly and then progress to a deadly fight. Okay, and in the same terms, it could start off with a deadly threat and then de-escalate into a non-deadly threat, meaning that your gun would not be in play anymore. Okay, you guys may have to fight with your fists. You can't just pull out a gun for some kind of non-deadly threat. It's very important. And using a Kubotan, some kind of a non-deadly threat, a non-deadly instrument to fend off your attacker, is something that you need to consider. And that's why I want to really tell you guys that for women, for most of the women, pepper spray, I believe you are not going to have that risk of having an aggravated assault against your attacker. Because if your attacker comes at you, let's just say that two women are going at it. Let's just make it two 5'4", 120-pound women are in a confrontation. One slaps her. Now, can the other woman pull out her pepper spray and spray her? Some jurisdictions, that's going to be kind of iffy. And I should also say that the court opinion expressed that the use of pepper spray is going to be on a person-to-person basis. So in one situation, it may be interpreted that it wasn't a deadly threat and or deadly use of force or great bodily harm, and the other is just going to be the opposite. So it's kind of like it's going to be up in the air as far as pepper spray goes. If you are a 6'6" guy, 250-pound black belt, Navy SEAL, just one cool MF, going against me, a 6-foot middle-aged fat guy, can he pull out? And all I had was stupid in between my ears looking at this guy, and the Navy SEAL pulls out pepper spray and sprays me. Guess what? It could be argued that at that point, if he continues to attack me, I can use deadly force on him. So it's a very gray area in the use of pepper spray. And I'm just going to close this up real quick. Again, in my non-lawyer opinion, this is for information only. Women are going to have a greater ease to justify pepper spray than an average sized guy during a non-deadly threat event, argument, fisticuffs, whatever. My name is Kane. This is Casatula, Your Home Defense Network. I hope this helped.